Hello and welcome back, beautiful people. Hope you have been doing well. We are back with another video, and this came to my attention a couple of days ago, and I wanted to do a short, quick video on it. It's pretty simple. Um, we just had our first day of fall, first full day of fall as of yesterday. Um, And with the temperatures getting a little chilly, because, yeah, here in Memphis it's getting down to like 53 at night, which to me that's not cold. I'm from Brooklyn, but cool enough. Let's put it that way. So I just wanted to go through some basic things, and we may get into a couple of more complicated things. Um, let's start off by saying, first of all, the thing that triggered me or uh, caught my attention is the Old Farmer's Almanac for winter of 2021 going into 2022. They are predicting most of the US will experience bone chilling below average temperatures. And I'll put that link in the description below. They're saying for the most part, and please don't ask about all the different El Ninos and El Ninas and the I think it's OQB and all this other stuff that goes into meteorology. I'm not a meteorologist. I just know that from what I understand, the thing that caused the freeze last year in Texas and also here, because we got quite a bit of it in Memphis, is going to be a little bit more severe than it was last year. So, knowing what we all went through last year, if you went through it, hey, this time you can be prepared for it, right? Okay, so let's start off with the basic things. Things that I necessarily didn't have last year because the weather, it gets cold, but it's not like bone chilling cold. Last year it got bone chilling cold. I have never experienced 0 degree temperature in my life. And I think I've said that on a previous video. But it was literally 0 degrees here in Memphis for about 4 days, 3 or 4 days straight. But I was prepared. I didn't have to leave my house for 8 days. I was good. Anyway, but let's start off with the basic stuff. Hats, gloves, scarves, sweaters, um, a blanket. A wool blanket is great. Hopefully the power does not go out. Last year, I think we lost power for all of 2 hours, but otherwise it was fine. But you know what? With 0 degrees outside, it was still cold in here, and we had the heat running pretty much 24/7. Um, so if you have a wool blanket or an electric blanket, is great. We have a really thick goose down comforter on our bed, which actually we kicked off of us because yeah, that comforter is that warm. Seriously. I actually got it on eBay, and it was a good price too. It was only, I think I got it for only like $99 or something like that, and it's a king size, so I absolutely love it. And yes, it is real goose down, and that sucker is warm. We have that and a sheet, and we don't need anything else. I mean, other than pillows, you know what I mean. But yeah, that keeps us warm no matter what the temperature is. Um, we don't have a large house. Our house was built in 1959, so the rooms are relatively small. It's not huge open space, and they are separate rooms. Um, but from what I understand, if you have a larger home, an older home with really big rooms or high ceilings or something like that, um, a tent, call me crazy, is actually a great idea, because if you're in a large room, especially like a living room or something like that, you put a small tent down and it's only 2 to 4 of you. You get in there and close it up, especially with wool blankets or electric blankets if the power is still on and everything, and you will stay warm. It'll be much easier to warm a smaller space than a larger space. Um, Getting back to doors, I mean, even though the rooms are separated, we do have doorways between each room instead of just one big open space. You understand what I'm saying? There's no door going into our hallway, but if it got cold enough, we could take a wool blanket or, any kind of blanket, hang it up in the doorway to seal off the rest of the house and just stay warm together in the living room or the dining room. We also have a swinging door going into the kitchen, so the kitchen and the den could be shut off, until I have to go cook or whatever. Which reminds me, if you have an electric stove, I think a lot of people, especially in the South, have electric stoves. I have a gas stove. I have cooked on electric stoves, it's fine, but I prefer gas, which when the power goes out, I can still cook. I'm good. But if you have an electric stove, it wouldn't hurt to get a little camp stove, or if you have a little fire pit or, a grill outside or something like that. But who wants to go outside in cold? Wait, let me take that back, because my husband, he will grill in the snow. I am not lying to you. But still, have an alternate means just in case the power goes out if you have an electric stove. Another thing as far as electricity, because we love coffee. And I mean, granted, I have my coffee maker. Power goes out, I have a French press, so I can still drink my coffee. Just think of alternate ways. Okay, if this doesn't work, what can I do to do this or whatever? Another thing, getting back to the whole tent thing, sleeping bags will keep you warm even if you don't have a tent. If you get in your bed and it's still cold, or maybe your comforter isn't thick enough or whatever, a sleeping bag keeps your body heat insulated and closer to you, and you can stay warm. Another thing, like if the power goes out, a generator. We have a generator, thank God. Not the one I wanted. I wanted one, in all honesty, that was going to provide power to the entire house. And we just got a portable generator so that we can keep the freezers and the refrigerator running and stuff like that. So it is what it is, but there's plenty of plugs so that we can do, if we had an electric blanket or a ceramic heater, which is another option, a small ceramic heater. And check this out, something I learned on Pinterest. If you take a terracotta clay pot, you turn it upside down, you put about 3 to 4 candles underneath it, and you prop it up like on I don't know, small bricks or something that equivalent. Not books, don't want anything to catch on fire, but small bricks, and you just elevate it off the ground by about that much, maybe even not that much really. And you put candles underneath and light the candles. It will warm the clay, the pot, and you can put your hands or your feet, just be careful. It will generate enough heat, not to heat a room, but enough so that when you're around it, it can actually keep your hands or your feet warm. Just be careful. Don't knock over the pot with your feet, especially. Let's see, what else? Did the ceramic heater, did mention the clay pot, the tent, toe and hand warmers. I actually found them. I went to Walmart looking for them, and I found them at Dollar Tree. And they were $1 because it was Dollar Tree. And I literally, I didn't clean them out, but I did clean out a box. They had like 4 boxes. I cleaned out the box. Those toe warmers, when I say saved our feet last year, because we weren't expecting it. I think, in all honesty, I wasn't paying attention, which is so unlike me. Did not see this coming until it hit. Well, it was about to hit like 2 or 3 days later. And I was in Walmart the spring before, and I had seen them, and something in my head, I'm sure now it's the Holy Spirit, was like, grab toe warmers. And I'm like, Lord, we live in Memphis. Ain't no need for no toe warmers, not for real. But I got them anyway. Thank God I did. I happened to grab eight pair of them, and my husband absolutely loves them. I love them because my feet won't get cold, but my toes will. So I position them literally right under my feet on my socks and put my shoes on, and my feet were warm for 8 hours. I was fine. So I added hand warmers to the stock of toe warmers that I got this time. Let's see. As far as other things that we can do, oh, your house, and this is whether you own your house, rent your house, whatever. Install or replace the weather stripping around the doors. I think it was year before last, because we've lived here for 9 years, and our weather stripping, I guess it had been here for a while, and it was kind of frayed and everything. And Daniel went ahead and sorry, mosquito. Um, Daniel and I went ahead and replaced the weather stripping, especially on our back door. And the strips at the bottom, you wouldn't believe how much air that keeps out. And then we have storm doors on both the front and the back door, so that helps a lot too. If you have a fireplace, have it clean and inspected. Wouldn't hurt to have, or your landlord, or if you're the owner, have your heat and cooling unit looked at, cleaned out. Make sure it's ready and available and in good working order and what have you. Don't forget your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors. Check the batteries, make sure you test them, make sure they're working and everything else. And as far as, let's see, your car, make sure you get your radiator serviced. Check your antifreeze, make sure you have you're topped off on that. Not to mention check your tires. Hopefully you won't have to drive anywhere, but if you do, you don't want ball tires going over ice or snow. It's not cool. Yeah, don't do that. And also the washing fluid. I specifically don't bother with the ones that supposedly, remove bug guts and all that other stuff. I always just buy the wiper fluid that can go down to like I think it's minus 30 degrees or something like that, and it won't freeze or whatever. I just keep that, in my car, as far as washer fluid goes. And yeah, guys, I guess that's about it. Like I said, I will link that Old Farmer's Almanac onto the video on the description box below. Like, comment, or subscribe. I never say that. But I've noticed I've gotten a couple of thumbs down, which I don't care, first of all. Second of all, in order for you to put a thumbs down, you have to view it, so it's counting as a view. And then it's even putting me in the algorithm, because indifference would not help me. Whereas whether you put the thumbs up or the thumbs down, it benefits me regardless. So keep the thumbs down if that's what floats your boat. I don't care, because you're watching the video. So I don't care. Anyway, guys, take care. God bless. Take care of each other. And I will see you next time. Bye.